The stage has been set for some tough negotiations between South Korea and its main military ally, the United States, with President Donald Trump again claiming Seoul is not shouldering enough of its defense costs. Trump said during a cabinet meeting Tuesday that South Korea should pay for its own defense. Under the current agreement, the South is paying in the $1 billion range, but Trump insisted on the campaign trail last year that South Korea would be paying $10 billion a year if he were in the White House, calling the country a money machine. The trouble for Seoul negotiators is that they have to set the facts straight. For instance, Trump claimed during the cabinet meeting that there are 45,000 US soldiers in Korea. The actual number of US Forces Korea personnel is 28,500. In addition, a spike for the upkeep of US forces in Korea, especially when South Korea can hardly be considered a free rider on defense, may not sit well with many Koreans. Seoul has traditionally allocated significant funds and resources to its military ever since the Korean War. And so at stake could be a military alliance that has kept North Korean threats at bay for decades, not to mention their economic relationship. A day earlier, Trump notified Seoul and around a dozen other trading partners that steep new tariffs will go into effect on August 1st. In South Korea's case, Trump wrote via social media that the US will start imposing 25% tariffs on all imports from South Korea from the start of next month. Trump insisted Tuesday that there will be no change to the August 1st date, which itself is an extension after an initial 90-day pause following Trump's initial tariff move back in April, based on his view that America has been ripped off by both friend and foe for decades. Interestingly, the immediate impact of Trump's announcement this week rocked Wall Street a lot harder than Asian markets. While US stocks dropped after Monday's announcement by Trump, Korea's Kospi index moved up. And South Korean negotiators are planning to intensify trade talks with Washington, particularly to try to achieve some leeway on automotive and steel tariffs and find ways to work together in key sectors like the semiconductor industry, adding defense costs to the mix, and it could be quite a while before we see a breakthrough.